Hello, this is Noah, and this is my vlog on Christmas Day. Uh, this is me actually lifting in the morning, and then later you'll see me again lifting in the afternoon. I lifted in the morning so I could go ahead and get a workout in for my legs, and then later you'll see me lift in the afternoon with my brothers for a traditional Christmas lift that we've been doing for the last 5 years together. During that lift, I'll primarily be lifting upper body. Um, but yeah, without any further ado, I'll go ahead and talk to you about this lift right here and why I did what I did. So I went to Seminole Strength today, met up with a friend and some of his family and friends there who wanted to lift. I went ahead and signed up for a membership here, and then I went ahead and began my workout with some fairly light squats uh, using a Texas bar. This is me here completing 5 reps at 145 pounds. And then I went ahead and did it again for a second set and then eventually a third set. Now, I haven't lifted anything really for my legs in the last few months. I've been trying to take it easy and let them rest while I continue to work uh, really just exclusively my upper body. However, I recently had a arthroscopic procedure on my knee, and after about 2 years of me trying non-surgery options to fix my knee, I went ahead and had this surgery, and then for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I haven't really been able to lift too much, really at all. So now that I'm doing physical therapy and I'm trying to get back into things, I went ahead and decided that it's time for me to start working my knee a little bit. Um, and it's okay to be able to work through some pain, as I'm still wanting to be able to have an athletic lifestyle, uh, build and continue to build muscle also in my lower body, as well as be able to compete again in martial arts. Uh, but yeah, this is just me finishing up my third set of squats here. I'll tell you about these squats, especially the first 2 sets. They were a little bit unstable. It hurt, especially the top of my knee and the interior part. It was a little bit painful. But the pain did improve, especially as I continued to work out. Um, as I progressed through each set and rep, the pain actually kind of diminished a little bit, which is kind of my reasoning for thinking maybe I have some quad tendinopathy or tendinopathy, however you say that, or tendonitis. But yeah, that was that about my squats. After doing squats, wanted to decompress my spine while getting a little bit of a pool workout in here, and I accomplished that beautifully here by doing some body weight pull-ups. I wound up doing 3 sets of them. I got 12 reps for each set. I probably should have pushed it there on that last set, maybe made an AMRAP, but I wound up doing it quite fast and got the work in that I needed to get done. Again, I chose to do these pull-ups here so I could work on my back, my forearms, my grip. I do believe that my forearms are a little bit of a weak link right now. Uh, a lot of that has to do with me just skipping out and really not doing too many deadlifts as of lately. Um, but I have been supplementing in some dumbbell shoulder shrugs. Been trying to do those, especially with 90 to 100 pounds on each side. But there's only so much you can do with that one exercise. But yeah, this is just me finishing up my second set here of pull-ups at body weight. Nothing really else to talk about here. Um, I got them done, did them like a dog. It just, it's a great exercise to do. It's definitely a staple for me. Um, After I wound up doing this exercise, though, I went ahead and I'll go ahead and tell you about it. I went ahead and started doing some reverse hypers. Again, I really want to get some work in on my lower back after after doing the squats and having not done them for quite a while. The reverse hyper was a good way for me to be able to get some lower back work in as well as a little bit of hamstring work in a controlled manner where I'm not putting too much or little to no stress really on my knee. So I did those. They were decent. I wound up doing 2 sets of 20 with a 45 on each side. So it's a total of about 90 pounds. Um, and yeah, I usually just swung it up. and then I let it go all the way back down to about 90 degrees, maybe upwards of 120 as I was working through them. Uh, really trying to have an emphasis on controlling the weight both on the way up as well as on the way down. I really want to be able to watch that swing for right now. Uh, just doing everything in that controlled manner, and you'll see it right about right now. I go up, I go down, I go up, I go down, up, down, and I keep doing that until I get to about 20 reps here. And you'll see every single time I go down, I'm stopping, I'm slowing down, I'm decelerating the weight as we're going down. Just keeping that control that I was talking about. Uh, that's really what I was going for uh, while working out my lower back here. But yeah, um, after I did this, I wound up going outside of the gym. Uh, at similar strength, they have some punching bags and a headache bag, and I just moved around a little bit, seeing what it feels like to move and do some slips and some rolls. Didn't put gloves on or anything, just kind of lightly hit the bag, did some practice there, especially practicing a spinning back kick. And on the headache bag, I was practicing slipping after basically just throwing a 1-2. But yeah, that was pretty much my entire lift this morning. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Again, as I told you, I got to get my leg work in, and I also got to sneak in a little bit of back work as well, and then just a little bit of striking too. So it was a pretty good morning lift. I enjoyed it. And then later in the day, you'll see here in a few seconds, I'm actually going to be in different attire. This is when I wound up going in for my second lift of the day. And this is that traditional Christmas lift that me and my brothers have been doing for the last, as of today, 5 years. And again, I am pretty new to this, so I wound up accidentally filming the wrong or using the wrong side of the camera to film me. So I zoomed in and you can see me doing my face pulls here in the reflection of the mirror on the other side of the gym. And I just did 25 reps to a pump on a black band face pull. Really, it's just to stimulate and get some blood flowing in my upper traps, in my shoulders. Just get everything nice and ready for whenever I get in there to go bench press. But before I bench press, I went ahead and did with the same band 15 of the banded rows. Again, now here I'm just really just trying to stimulate my back, get it ready for whenever I go in there for bench press because I'm not going to do too many warm ups here on the bench press. And you'll see that momentarily. So I started out with the intention of maxing out, doing a training max on bench press. My training max typically falls between 275 and about 295. So we'll see that here today. But I went ahead and did or for my first set, I did 3 reps at 225. Felt good, felt great, you know. Did it close grip, got set up here. And then after that, I went ahead and did one set or of 1 rep, or one set of 1 rep at 255 on this next set here. And then that felt really good. You know, you'll see that right now. It felt good. It was smooth. And then I decided to go ahead and go up to 175 pounds after that for my next set. Now, here's probably where I should have called it. Felt real good. It was fairly smooth. It was technical. It was great. But I was lifting with my brothers and they wanted to um, see if they could lift some more weight. So we went ahead and threw 295 pounds on there. And I got it. But I wouldn't say I got it with good form. It's kind of sloppy here. I definitely hit technical failure. But yeah, I gave it a shot and didn't get it. So it happens. I'm not going to beat myself up for it, especially on a traditional day that me and my brothers lift and we just have fun. After that, I went ahead and knocked out a set of dumbbell incline um, presses here. Uh, this is actually my second set. I forgot to film my first set, but for both of those sets, I did 7 reps at 90 pounds. There was a lot of strain here on my chest. Didn't want to do 3 sets, so called it at 2. Got 2 really good quality sets in, and I was happy with that. After that, I went ahead and did 2 sets of single arm rows. I'll discuss why right now I chose to do single arm rows. Really, it's just a great mind muscle connection. There was a time where I used to not really care about that as much, but as of lately, I found that I really get a good squeeze here. It feels good, it looks good, and I'm able to progress quite good on these. So I continue to do them. I'm just doing them right now for 10 reps. Should have probably done a little bit more here on the last set. You'll see, maybe shoot for 12, but again, not going to beat myself up for my second exercise in a day after taking off such a long time. 2 weeks really is a good amount of time to take off from lifting. So I'm proud of these. Kind of liked them, and I even realized that I wasn't keeping a neutral point there with my chest. I was kind of slinging it up, especially for this first set here. So by the second set, you'll see me keeping my head pretty much in the same area, which forces me to keep my chest also in the same vicinity. So just trying to, stay consistent, and then I got a different angle here, again, playing with the angles. Still pretty new to this. This angle is definitely better. You can see me uh, rowing the weight up, and you can see my bicep there getting activated as well as the back part of my shoulder. Not the best angle of my lats, but we know they're working. I'm here. And then there's my brother in the background, and my other brother was spotted earlier too, but this is just a good angle of us. But yeah, after I finished this, I wound up just doing some pump work for my triceps. You'll see me do 2 sets with a red band for about 40 reps each time, and I just did them together, just getting the blood to flow through my connective tissue right there in my tendons. I'm trying to keep my tendons healthy here, especially with all the pressing I do. Um, I like to do a lot of compound movements on upper body days. I just feel it's very beneficial. Most bang for your buck. I'm not really trying to grow my arms not much bigger anyways right now. Of course, I'm trying to grow everything, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm trying to grow my chest and my shoulders right now, as well as my back. My arms are pretty beefy for my size, and they kind of make my shoulders not look as good as they should. So I just finished on this note doing some of these tricep extensions. But yeah, with all that being said, this is my first vlog. Um, I'm not really sure what to end on, so I'll say until I post again. But yeah, this is a good workout.